Mans in them. It's Yah Mans in them.
Yo, you ever been with somebody like an alpha woman?
That's
like
what I was asking y'all.
Yes, I've definally been around alpha women. I've definitely.
Have you ever
been on a date
dealt with an
woman.
alpha woman? Like, have you ever,
No,
dealt?
because at the end,
You know what I'm talking about?
Wait, what do you mean dealt? Tell me what you mean.
Like dealt, had relations with the alpha woman.
He's talking about sex.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about like
Dating,
sex comes a
sex.
part of it. Dating, like
No.
But he means
Never?
sex.
Intimacy.
Have y'all?
I've
she was expecting me to put out on the first day. I said, no.
What?
She tried to take your shit.
said,
She tried to take your V card.
This is mine.
say
She
no
picked
like
me
that?
up, paid for the date. She thought she was getting
She
something. I
picked
was like,
you
you
up?
wildin'.
Nah, that's crazy.
Shit, I'm like 3-4 more dates.
Now I feel like I've dealt with women who know what they want and like try to assert like
Alpha.
that, like, yo, this is what I want. Put it out there. But they wasn't necessarily alphas, but they just put it out there. Yo, this is what I want. So I don't know.
They didn't necessarily try to take lead. They just set standards.
Set standards, yeah.
How about you?
I've personally, I don't think I've dealt with a lot of like relationship wise, but I have a lot of female friends who are alpha, and just you could tell an alpha female. That was
My bad. I'm moving my mouth too much. Pause.
that was.
I had orange. I had orange in my teeth.
For y'all watching, that shit was high definition.
I had orange
in my
teeth.
ear.
Damn,
said-
nigga, is that funny?
Hell yeah.
Niggas
You there with
veins.
your mouth closed, nigga.
Nigga turn it.
Nigga said,
That shit. Listen, when you have these headphones on, you hear everything loud and clear.
Yo, are your alpha friends single?
that's a good question. Which side is most
The
likely?
females that I know that are alpha, they've been in a lot of relationships.
Are they single?
Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
But I know. I mean,
being
listen,
in a lot of relationships, what do you feel like that? Do you feel like that means anything when it comes to being an alpha
a
woman?
lot of men can't handle an alpha woman.
Oh, can't handle.
I don't think a lot of men can't handle it.
You think it's handling?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just deal it like obviously.
Yeah, I feel you.
You have to understand the person. If you don't know how to understand the alpha woman, y'all not gonna work out. Why? Because everything she does as she says, you're gonna get pushback. You're gonna get a lot of pushback when you say things. And if you don't know how to compromise, how to communicate, all these things, right? Her coming off that strong, like I've met female, like you could sense the difference having a conversation with an alpha female and
For sure.
and a beta or
For
with
sure,
sigma
yeah.
or whatever, right?
You saying like alphas feel like the homie off jump? Like
No, they just have this strong.
said they
They
give
just
off
have
a
a
pre-
strong presence.
Yeah.
Right. They're vocal. They know what they want. They say
Loud.
what they have to say.
they know how to crump.
Yeah, they might grab your crotch.
They keep things. Yeah, they keep things straight. They don't beat around the bush. Like some men can't handle it, and I've witnessed it. I have a friend. She's a strong female, and I commend her for what she does for herself and how she carries herself and everything. Like, but the guys, some guys just can't handle it.
How you doing, Melody?
I don't like the term can't handle though. I feel like can't handle is like they're just not attracted to that, or maybe it just doesn't work because their personalities don't match. But can't handle is
just,
like
it's like grouping it all together, Drew. I
No.
agree with you
because women say that. Women be like, "Oh, you can't handle me. That's why I didn't." No, you just too much.
Obviously, too much because you can't handle.
Austin.
Too much for you to handle.
I can handle
Yeah,
anything.
I agree with Austin.
Feel me, Shake?
Don't look me in my eyes and say no shit like that. I can handle anything. Ain't that right, Shane? No, nigga, I don't know. No.
Hey,
Hey, yo.
Shout out Melody. Melody, where you been at? Melody. Oh, let's ask Melody. Melody, what you think? Are you an alpha, a sigma, or a beta female? What y'all think Melody is?
made it.
Made it. Made it.
Shout out Brittany. Brittany Strachan.
Brittany.
Brittany, are you a
Just
alpha
leave her name
female?
alone.
Are you a beta female? Are
Brittany,
you
are you alpha, sigma, or a beta female?
Dang.
just said-
Also, what do y'all
That's
like?
just
Do y'all like
That's what
alpha?
I'm saying, Kyrie.
Do y'all like sigmas or do y'all like betas better? What do y'all like? We need some more women because they were proving me wrong.
Now I'm
here.
thinking about a different way to say can't handle.
I mean, can't
Austin,
handle.
I got your message.
Thank you, Kyrie.
Nah,
You wasn't-
can't
you
No,
handle.
wasn't-
Drew, but
wasn't wrong.
Drew understands
Some dudes-
what I'm saying
some
because
dudes
he
Some
gave more
dudes fold
detail.
up when they get around the alpha women.
No, some dudes just don't like and are not attracted to
Whoa,
alpha
whoa,
women.
whoa! What you about to say?
They're not
Drew?
attracted to alpha women, and that's perfectly fine. That doesn't mean you can't handle her. It just means that's not your cup of tea.
Why is it not your cup of tea?
Because let's say,
Yeah, why is it?
you know, all right,
Because you can't handle it.
no, all right. Let's base it purely off of attraction. Some men are attracted to women who have features of a beta, submissive, passive,
What?
let you lead. They like that. They like the feeling of that. It turns them on. Some men don't like when women want to always take the lead or super loud. They're not attracted to that. It's not a
Okay,
handle
Drew, let me
thing.
ask you
There's
this
nothing
question.
to get a
Let me ask
handle
you this
on.
question.
They're not attracted to that person's personality, is what you're saying.
They're not attracted to
Hold on,
their
Kyrie.
yeah their personality.
Let me
I
ask
mean,
you
I
a
get what you're
question.
saying.
Kyrie got a question.
Is it
Oh,
is it
Khalid-
contrasting
oh, my bad,
to
Kyrie,
you
go ahead.
when a woman when an alpha woman wants to take charge all the time? Is it because you feel like you should be the one taking charge, or is it because it's just annoying to you?
The personality trait is not attractive to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So-
completely fine with letting a woman take charge. I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you're super aggressive, when you're so loud, when you're like everything is you, and you got to make all the moves, that's unattractive to
But
me.
what if she's not loud?
But couldn't you consider that a passionate person instead of aggressive? Maybe what they're saying to you.
Yeah,
maybe
of course. If
the
there's certain,
volume that they're
there could
saying
be
to you
certain things you're
isn't-
passionate about, but you can't be passionate about every single thing you talking about.
But why do you just putting a bad picture on alphas? Alphas don't got to be aggressive. and all
No,
that
I'm
other
not
stuff.
putting a bad picture on alphas. I'm talking about attractiveness when it comes to one person and another.
All right, so
But
what
that goes back to Austin's point about you being able to handle an alpha woman.
It's not about handling. I'm just not attracted. Okay, Kyrie, you see a woman, right? listen. No, Kyrie, no, listen. You see a lady, right? You see a lady, right? She's 400 fucking pounds. She's 400 pounds, right? Listen. She's 400 pounds. You see her walking down the street. She walks up to you. She's like, "Hey, class. I like the way you looking. I like the way them jeans fit. Do you want to go out on a date with me?"
Yeah, baby.
You say, "Nah, I'm good." Austin's there with you. Austin says, "Why? You can't handle that?"
What's your response, Kyrie?
What's your response to that?
You
My
can't handle
response
that.
is that my response,
Nope.
You want to know my response?
What?
I'm engaged.
Safe.
And personally,
man.
my fiance is an alpha woman, so there's checks and balances when it comes to that.
Oh, so she bagged
So
you.
it works. It has to work because you find her attractive.
she
because
bagged
you
you.
like her.
No,
I mean, but you just
she
took
knows,
something
like,
physical.
Kyrie,
but
did she
knows,
bag
like,
you?
You kind of made it.
Kyrie,
about
did your
this.
wife
I'm not
bag
about to
you?
answer that.
But it's the same thing because you're saying like
No,
basically.
Drew, let
let's
me
say
say
you
this.
don't find big women attractive, right?
But we're not talking about physical.
How do we
things.
get
Yeah,
to
but
big
it
women?
doesn't matter.
I
'Cause
get-
if it's a big woman, you don't find that attractive. If you don't find someone's personality attractive, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't find that attractive. It's not like
Drew.
I can't handle the big woman. I'll put it down on her. But I just don't find that attractive.
400 pounds?
I get what
400
you're
pounds.
saying.
Wait,
I get what you're saying.
wait, hold on.
you figure
What
out how to
about
make it work,
alphas?
right?
What's one thing
You're
about
a
alpha
warrior.
women that you
Hold
find
on, I got-
unattractive? They talk?
Always
So
Shit.
butting heads when I want to take charge.
Okay.
You feel me?
I can agree with
I'll
that.
say that. That's my
But
personal
here's the-
experience.
Okay.
so Drew. So like I told you, my
So
fiance-
Drew.
So my fiance is an alpha female, but she has no problem submitting when I really want to make a decision.
She might be a
On
Sigma,
decision.
brother.
Nah, she's definitely alpha. Trust me. Gus knows.
I'll take your word for it.
She's an alpha.
I don't like that laugh.
Yeah, she take it true. No,
But the thing, but what I was trying to, there's something there that makes it work for you guys because you say you're a Sigma and you say she's an alpha. So you're fine with allowing her to lead because you trust in her leadership. You feel like she makes the right decisions. You trust your wife and you feel like when it's time or when you think that it's best, you're willing to take the lead and take the role and she's going to play the submissive, right?
Let me say one thing about alphas, though. All right,
Talk about yourself, brother.
you may think that you taking lead,
But
right?
you're
But
not.
if she an alpha, she's like, he can handle it. I'm gonna let him do what he got to do.
But isn't that Sigma?
Nah. As an alpha, leadership. You say
Yes.
the decision for this in this moment, it doesn't have to be me. It could
Yes.
be you, right? I'm the alpha saying, hey, go ahead, you can take control.
So the alpha gets permission.
No, I'm not saying permission, motherfucker.
No, what he's saying is
You're not-
No,
you're not
so,
gonna-
so
He's saying
you're
that the alpha
granting,
knows-
but
I'm just saying, as an alpha, it's not always do what I say, I do what you do what I say, you do what I say everything, I do
Exactly.
everything, right? It's more of it's leadership,
Right,
Right.
okay.
As a leader, you don't do everything as a leader,
right.
right? So you know how to. You know how to like administer tasks or duties or delegate. Right, exactly. Like you know how to delegate stuff.
Right.
So the alpha saying, okay, I trust that you can in a relationship. I trust that you can plan this date.
Right.
I'm gonna let you do it.
Right. If you feel like that person can plan a date, let's say you don't feel like that person can plan a date,
I'ma
but
plan
that okay, but what if the person wants to plan it? What if your girl, your wife wants to plan the date? She feels like she got it.
And that's when the communication and the teamwork.
No,
and all
you're
that
gonna
other
take
stuff.
charge regardless because
No.
you're the alpha.
Yeah, but you take
Because
it's
you don't
not-
feel
it's
like she
not-
could do it.
But it's not a complete shutout. It's not. Nah, I don't care what you say.
You're
Right?
gonna be like, baby, I got this.
And that's the thing. That's but you
Stop
have
using
to,
me for an example.
It's like they battling with their hands. You see that shit?
No, but what I'm saying is that it's not. It's a lot more to it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just I'm blocking out what you say, right? It's I hear you out. We talking about it, right?
Right.
Communication.
Right.
I acknowledge what you're saying, right? That way it doesn't feel like a dictatorship. Like we're still in a relationship. We're
But you're
still
still
partners.
gonna make the decision at the end of the day.
No, we're gonna make the decision
So
together.
then that's Sigma.
How?
nah, but I get what
I'm
Austin's
still taking
saying.
lead though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're also
You can
allowing
lead
her
them
to
through the
take the
process
lead
of
too.
making a decision.
I think you.
If you sit and talk about it,
hold on.
right? If you sit and talk about it, with
If
her,
you're a CEO, you have a manager managing people, right? You have someone underneath you, right? They're a leader, right? But you're the leader.
who makes the final decision?
The boss.
Not the CEO. Not the CEO.
If the CEO wanted to, he would make the final decision, especially if he didn't feel like the manager was doing the right thing.
Sometimes, let me tell you now. Sometimes the people at the top don't get to make the decision on things that happen
Exactly.
Because
down
they
the road.
delegated to those people.
Right. My supervisor made the decision to hire me, not her, whoever the fuck she worked for.
Hold
right?
on.
My supervisor made that decision.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so you can still make decisions at a lower level.
Can he get you fired?
Who?
The CEO, if he wanted to, can he get you fired?
Of course.
I mean,
he's the
if
CEO.
he's the CEO of his, but obviously wrongfully, rightfully. What they got to do with anything?
He's trying to prove my
Basically saying
point.
the power of the CEO.
Listen,
Well, hold on.
Still
Wait.
decisions,
Hold
though.
on. You know that alpha's not the be all end all. Like
Yeah,
they're not gonna just make the decision to be like, yo, this is what we're doing. This no. If the quality is a leader, I'm able to be like, you know what? You take this task because you might have a better viewpoint on it
I agree.
than I do.
Yeah, I agree.
So
But what I was trying to say was, I was talking about a relationship, so it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
And I was saying, if you don't feel like she can do it, but she thinks she can do it,
yeah,
what happens as an alpha?
You communicate.
Headbutts. Communicates and headbutts.
A good alpha would communicate.
Okay, what if there's
A,
what if
a
she's
dickhead
not,
alpha would say, "I don't give a fuck. This is what we doing."
What if she's not budging? What if she's not budging? She
Then
thinks
she's
she's
the
right.
dickhead
You
alpha.
know she's wrong, or you feel she's wrong. She thinks she's right. As an alpha, what are you gonna do?
that's when my
You prove her wrong.
that's when my sigma kicks in. And I'll be like, all right,
Listen, you
go
got to
ahead.
be able to
I let
share.
let her do the
information, man.
task, and then as the sigma, I'm gonna watch you do the task, and as soon as you fuck up, I swoop in and fix it.
even if that task can be a detriment to your life.
Captain Safer Sigma.
Right. You
When
getting
do-
thrown out your home because she wanted to make
Yeah,
an
if
investment.
you're allowing her to make a decision for the both of you.
Wait a minute.
Oh, nah,
Wait a
at some
minute.
point,
Wait a minute.
if I know
You
that
didn't. You didn't
Yeah,
initiate.
let Kyrie
we are
say it. What's he gonna say,
We are
Kyrie?
gonna go through this. I said, if I know it's detrimental to both of us, then I'm sorry. We're gonna sit there 24 hours
Until
figure
you
out
get
where's
your
the
choice,
Wait,
right?
hold on. We didn't state that in the beginning. You ain't say it was detrimental to my life. That's different.
She's making a decision for the both of you.
He
So-
upped the ante.
All right, you upped it a little. That's different. Like
Danny up.
Yeah, like let's say she wanted to spend money on something. Let's say she wanted to invest in a stock, and we're so low on money, and we need to pay our mortgage, and she's like, "But I'm so sure that we're gonna hit this stock if I invest in it."
All right.
Or
So if you want,
like that.
so if she was to do that,
I'm like, no, like we gotta pay our mortgage, or else we're gonna be homeless.
yeah,
Like,
I would rather pay my mortgage because I don't want. You can't live in Robin Hood.
Okay, but Kyrie, who makes that decision?
But some people would mortgage out. Some people have mortgage out their homes. Oh,
I
I'm
wanna be
making
right so bad.
I'm gonna be like, listen,
you
I'm
have
making
a
that
point.
decision.
You
I don't
have
care.
a point.
You're gonna be mad.
You're skipping.
You're gonna be mad. I'm make that decision.
My nigga Kyrie and Alpha, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is you don't just shut off everything that she said and make a decision. You
Absolutely.
communicate and you say,
Exactly.
hey,
And you let
this
her
is
know
the
why.
reason. Yeah, this is the reason. This is blah blah.
You let her know why you're gonna take charge.
This
Yeah,
is the
exactly.
reason why you don't do shit here.
That's what I'm trying
And I said I agree with you, but I'm just making sure you understand that there's things that happen in between making a decision.
Listen, whether you're nice about it or rude about it, it is a difference.
It is.
Obviously, there's a
Definitely.
difference. But
you
you're
could be a
still
dickhead
making
alpha.
You could.
You could be a bad leader.
I
alpha.
didn't want you doing nothing. Stupid.
You could. Colleen says she likes alphas. A Melody says I love an alpha male.
You love
Brittany says I like my man to take the lead. You delegate. Thank you. We got some ladies who coming in here and they want alphas.
Do y'all change your voice?
lead.
Y'all change your
So you
voice
beat
when you
your
gotta be
ass.
stern, right? When you gotta take the lead, do you change your voice or do you talk like that?
Yeah, I'm curious to see how I would change when I'm
That's
married.
fucked up, man. People really talk like that.
You're curious to see how you would change if you're married.
Yeah, because when you're married, you can't,
gotta compromise.
yeah, you have to compromise. There's no
People-
like,
yeah, people
I'm an
evolve.
alpha and you gotta listen. Like, I know that's unreasonable. So
Yeah,
I'm curious
definitely.
to see what type of person I'm gonna become through my marriage.
Will you still have braids?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll be bald.
You'll definitely change.
Yo, if you go, I'm roasted. Yo.
Straight beta. Bald beta.
There are guys. There are guys who get married and become betas.
Yo,
You never see them again.
Dwayne Wade.
Melody
I
just
think
said.
that- I
She
mean,
said
wait,
in the
you
chat.
compromise with your
Huh?
partner.
What'd you say?
Melody said in the chat. She said, "I'm naturally an alpha, but it switches up when I'm in a relationship."
Oh, I didn't see
I
that.
love the man because you don't read. You don't read.
My bad.
All right. So, but yeah, just like what I mentioned earlier.
I'm naturally alpha, but I'll switch it up when I'm in a relationship. So then she's a sigma. That's why I feel like the sigma thing is like
But
it's real.
Sigma
it's real
has a
tricky.
lot of qualities in it that are very different.
Let me ask you guys this:
And that are
as an
only for
alpha, do you want to be alone, or is that
I'm
a
not
stigma
alpha, beta.
thing?
No, that's a Sigma thing.
Okay, so that's the difference.
From what we read, like a Sigma can be alone.
Yeah.
Like to me, an alpha is like a shepherd. You need a flock to lead.
Ooh.
That was actually pretty good.
Are you a rapper or something?
Sometimes you feel me?
This nigga with the spoken word.
Word. Nigga, that's the Old Testament or the New Testament?
Shit, nigga, the Shake Testament, nigga.
I don't like how that sounds.
Word.
So so alphas they need people to follow them, and betas need people to lead them. But sigmas are good regardless of what happens.
Yeah, and Sigma does not. It didn't. Well, from what we read, it doesn't say a Sigma can fall into a beta. A Sigma leans more towards the alpha.
Yeah, they have potential to be an alpha.
Right? If an alpha tries to, take more control of a Sigma, the Sigma doesn't fall into a beta. The Sigma falls into a state of independency. Right? Where they say, hey, listen, you could do what you do.
I'm gonna get on my own. Yeah.
Well, you know what the lone wolf means for a wolf in a pack, right?
So maybe I'm an alpha because
death.
maybe I'm an
That
alpha
means
because
death?
when I was thinking about
They're
this
more
podcast,
likely. They're more susceptible to die,
I'll say the joke later.
get killed. What you gonna say?
All right, so the joke I was gonna say.
Oh, if you guys say
The
it's
fact
a
that you
joke-
start off like that,
Right.
it's not gonna go well.
All right. So
It's
the
not
joke
gonna-
I was gonna say.
All right, I'll save it for next episode.
So two guys walk into a bar.
because I was conflicted. I was conflicted whether I was an alpha or a sigma, right? When
No,
when I
beta
thought
didn't
about
come
it,
when you had one time.
nah, when I was thinking about this podcast, and I was like, your man's in them live. I can't have your man's in them live without my man's in them.
That's not how the name came up, but go ahead.
Nigga, how the name came up?
That's not how the name
It came up
It
in a
was supposed to be
dream.
Austin in them live.
Nah, it's supposed to be the
100%.
betas. the betas.
Gus and the betas.
Aren't you glad we didn't pick that?
Gus and the betas.
I got it. Smooth.
Aren't you silly?
Come and kick it with you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's